long time, and ARP never hesitates to do his blogs, and you know, the most recent blog, he seemed to be kind of fed up with some things, you know what I mean, which is cool, but you know, I remember a time where people was considering or calling RBE the people's champ. You know what I'm saying? And I think RBE is better off sticking to the script, creating, you know, creative events. You know, they used to have the bloggers and the media predictions like wrapped up in preparation for the battles. Like RBE was known for going outside the box, being accessible to the fans a lot, especially the league owners. And, you know, I think they need to kind of get back to this because, you know, going up against URL, I'm not saying back down from anything. I'm not saying that you got to respond that it or niggas is not trolling or taking shots at you, but it's not so much about picking your fights, like, but how does this benefit RBE by going at URL or even publicly responding more or less to things that may be behind the scenes that URL may or may not be doing? Like I kind of get it, but somewhat I don't get it. I just feel like ARP and them got to just stick to the script, man, to get back really to what they was doing, coming out with these events that was real, you know, unorthodox, and they was giving niggas matchups that the streets wasn't getting from nowhere else. And like I said, they had the media really involved and spotlighting a lot of people in the media battle rap. And I just think that they need to just stick to that, man, because like let's be real. ARP has never been hesitant to speak his piece on videos and all that. What if Smack and URL actually decided to respond? Like that would, like, we've never really seen that. But what if Smack and it actually decides to respond, like on camera? Like, I don't know how good that'll be for RBE. I'm sorry, I'm just keeping it real. Like we've seen niggas speak on Smack a lot, and Smack don't really say much. Smack don't may or may not even care about the shit. But what if the URL publicly responds and put niggas' names out there? Like, they say all good business is all promotion and all that is, or marketing is good marketing and all that other good shit. But I don't know, yo. If the URL and Smack and them decided to say something, that, you know, that machine is just bigger, man. Like, I don't know. I just feel like RBE shouldn't really. I respect the response. I respect that ARP do respond, you know what I mean, when he feels some type of way, because that's a man. That's what men do. But, you know, I'm just looking at it like, yo, sometimes you just got to keep working and just like not publicly responding or doing this is really going to do what? Because if Smack and URL decides to respond to come back, can RBE handle that? Like the machine that the URL got, the cosigns that they got, you know what I'm saying, it's big. Like, and I just don't feel like it's worth it because RBE has been giving the people for years something that no other league really has been given. Even if some of the artists have come from different platforms, like it don't matter. Like RBE have been giving people the battles that we've been desiring, the types of cards that we couldn't imagine, comeback battlers, and just all types of crazy stuff, man. A Rare Breed was the people's champ. And sometimes I just think, man, like niggas just gotta chill when it come to these blogs and shit, and you know, and it is what it is. Because the fans can't do nothing when it come to the behind the scenes stuff, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's a catch-22, I will admit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, ARP and them feel like they've been trolled at certain points and all that, so I can respect their handle, but sometimes, though, you just got to just keep it working. Like, what can you do? I don't see RBE in the near future overpassing URL. URL has been doing this shit since 2009. I think people really forget how much URL has pumped into the culture of battle rap. RBE may be able to exceed that, but, you know, they still got a lot of time to go. And, you know, I just don't know if this is going to be good for that growth and development, going back and forth with URL. Like if URL is trolling or something, you got to be doing something that they like. You know what I'm saying? So just keep it pushing. Like, Visual say URL like to dish it out, but not take it. I mean, I think a lot of people don't like to take what they dish out. Let's be real. But at the end of the day, they the number one platform in this. And if they are dishing out that type of energy and behavior, it's because RBE is doing something right. They can't take their eye off the prize and try to go at URL, because if they go at URL and if smacking them actually gets on camera and go hard on RBE, something that we've never seen before, all the cosigns that Smack got, and you would think that you want all that attention in your eyes, but I don't know if it'll work out that well for RBE. Like niggas might, depending on how Smack and them respond, it could kind of make RBE look bad to the mass of people that's not really in the loop of how important they have been to niggas in the past few years. Can only take so much. But what is it doing? Like, in a way, I think niggas, I'm going to keep it real. ARP might disagree, but I really don't care. I think niggas is kind of capitalizing off of this. Like, URL may have thrown monkey wrenches in some things, but yo, look at all the crazy, outstanding stuff that RBE has given us over the years. URL can't stop that. URL has not really been able to stop what RBE has attempted to give the streets, at least in my opinion as a consumer. You know what I'm saying? I've been very satisfied with RBE consistently. So URL to me has no relevance in what RBE trying to bring. And the fact that he's trying to spotlight it, the 50 Cent Kanye West thing that's no. RBE is not on that level yet. It's just so much time. And URL, if they doing stuff behind the scenes, keep it behind the scenes. Because we say that RBE can only take so much. It ain't like a lot of stuff he bringing to our attention, like, because it's behind the scenes, so we don't know. So like, handle it behind the scenes, or just, I don't know, yo. My Black Sheep said ARP looked defeated in his last blog. I mean, you're gonna look like that when you keep making these blogs. Like, this is not the first blog, and like I said, I get it. You gotta, but I don't think RBE need to take up for their brand. Like, I don't feel like the community of battle rap is shooting at the RBE brand. Like, niggas know what it is. Niggas know URL been on has done some things, and other leagues have done some things. Like, this is not new so much, but to keep highlighting it, I think it just might come back to burn niggas, yo, because Black Sheep, yo, what if Smack and them actually respond for once? I'm just saying. I don't know if RBE want to go back and forth. That just might take their eyes off of the direction that they going. And URL is fucking lit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck. Top Tier Podcast is in the building, man. Salute to my brother, Top Tier Podcast. Y'all follow his channel. One of the hottest podcasts in battle rap right now, man. I'm just chilling, talking about all this URL versus RBE stuff. I'm seeing everybody doing blogs. We got the Shoe Gang in the building. Shout out to Shannon. But what's up with URL versus RBE, man? What y'all think? Because I just think it's a waste of time. Like, they not on that level yet. They have so much potential and so many years, to put in work. URL has been putting in work since 2009, and not just putting out battles, just making all types of moves. I thought RBE had their own lane by being the people's champ. They was giving people battles and coming up with events and ideas that the people, or that I know the URL really wasn't doing. Like, the URL seemed to have their own umbrella when it come to like media and stuff like that. Like, they got their own umbrella, their own circle. RBE, they used to have like collaborations of the bloggers with their predictions before the events, and just being real accessible for interviews and stuff like that. So I think they just got to get back to that. They got to get back to that. But, it is a business. So that's just a whole nother thing. But I'm just like, yo, why are we still talking about URL versus RBE like there's some type of competition? Because it ain't. And if niggas is doing some shit behind the scenes, I just think it need to stay behind the scenes. Why the ARP leave New York? New York is, I don't know what's up with this Atlanta thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Atlanta. But, it seemed like ARP and them moved to Atlanta. They've been doing events back to back to back to back to back. URL been down there a couple times, but, I don't know what's up with that. That's what I'm saying, Shannon. Just do what you do, because if URL has really been trolling niggas, it's only because you've been able to pull that off. A part of me just feel like ARP maybe just trying to capitalize off of the heat of the moment of talking about, this, because this is going to be a talked about thing. And if he feel a certain way, certain things have not went his way, or if things have been sabotaged, I guess we got to speak on it at some point. But what if Smack for once, or URL for once, actually respond to RBE in a 15 Minutes of Fame interview, or just like, if they going to respond after not responding all this time, it's going to be ugly. It's not going to be no little subliminal shit. Like, they going to dig deep. Even if it's not true, they going to talk about how y'all stole like, it's going to be real ugly. Like, and I don't know if RBE can handle that, and I don't know if it's worth it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas are solidified as their own little situation. Like, going back and forth with URL just don't make no sense to me. Summer Man is about to be in Africa. Now, see, niggas, you can't laugh at Black Sheep because he be knowing what he talking about. He could come through my live chat any day of the week, and some of the people might feel like it's something he's saying is outside the box. I promise you, within like 2 weeks, this nigga, Black Sheep never fails. Like, this is why I will always co-sign, Like, he do not spread fake news. It might hit niggas hard because they ain't got a chance to do research, and he quick to the punch with it. But, Black Sheep been on point. That's why he the Black Sheep. Like, he outside the box of what everybody else doing. So if he says in Africa, he must have heard this shit. So we're going to keep it a buck. Smack about to take 40 cal from ARP. Crazy. I don't know, I'm just like, man, what is RBE and them doing? Like, keep making your own history. Do not tie URL into nothing. Stop making blogs, ARP, about URL versus RBE. I don't care what the fans say. I don't care how much momentum. Just I think this should have been the last one. Like, just continue to get it popping. Like, because if them niggas decide to respond, I'm telling you, we've never seen URL respond to like King of the Dot. Like, people just put in their work. You know what I mean? And maybe RBE can handle the feedback. I don't know, but it's just something we never seen. And I just don't think it's worth it. RBE versus King of the Dot seems much more likely to happen than URL. Because URL versus RBE is what? A lot of the battlers is from URL. So it ain't like RBE has a real established roster of their own homegrown talent that's, been the killers on their platform. Like, everybody we know that's been killers is household names. King of the Dot, they kind of forcing their way, and I appreciate King of the Dot because, see, niggas used to always shit on King of the Dot for using or saying they use URL talent. Now King of the Dot really been going hard trying to build their own roster. Niggas don't even show them no love. Like, niggas don't even speak on King of the Dot battles or events. And, I know it might not be lit to most, but, they kind of doing what niggas was complaining about or what niggas was asking for. They trying to, generate their own roster. RBE really don't do that. So to have RBE versus URL, it never made sense to me. URL TV responsible even 40 Cal and JR Ryder on Double Impact. It ain't even gotta be a battle. We've never seen Smack and them like say RBE's name like straight out, just come out and say something like crazy, like with the momentum that Smack and them got right now. If they decide to do that shit right now, like, it's like, yo, you really gonna have to focus now, because now niggas is putting you out there. Like, I just feel like ARP should kill a noise with the blogs when they come to URL and versus RBE. Just keep doing what you doing. Like, RBE versus King of the Dot. King of the Dot can do it because, like I said, they kind of building their own little thing. So, they realistic. But RBE, if they in Atlanta, maybe it should be RBE versus Bullpen. Maybe they should start off that way. You know what I mean? John and them right in Atlanta. So I think that's something niggas should be talking about. I don't know, yo, but I fuck with RBE real heavy. If y'all got the Zoom link, man, y'all want to chime in and shit, y'all can call up. I put the phone number in the chat and it's in the description box. If y'all want to call up and give me y'all opinion on URL versus RBE. I forgot to tell y'all can call up, man. I got the phone number or the link. And I get y'all on, but I just don't know what the fuss is about, yo. I respect RBE for being creative and, being outside the box and unorthodox. But just to compare URL, like, even if niggas is trolling, like, so what? Gratitude and keep it fucking moving. And stop, and another thing, this is another thing I don't like. Stop shouting niggas out and stop shouting them out. Like, I know ARP don't want he's a positive brother, you know what I'm saying? He don't want nothing to happen to niggas, you know what I'm saying? But if you feel like smacking them is taking shots and all that, and you gotta respond on camera, don't show them no love. No, don't, because that's not gonna change how they are. Like, that's just what it is. Like, so fuck all that, man. That's just what I think. Beasley could respond like anybody. Beasley have spoken and responded kind of subliminally or professionally, however you want to call it, over the years. I've seen him on 15 Minutes of Fame, and he's been on Angry Fans Radio. This is a conversation and a debate that's been going on for a minute, but we've never seen smacking them like, wait a minute, ARP, RBE, Adam, like, we've never seen this, like, that happen. And you keep kicking the fucking, you wake up a grizzly bear, like, you just don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? And I just feel like RBE, I ain't gonna say they not built for it, but it's not worth it. Like, it's not worth it. I think they have worked so hard. The fans, real fans of this shit, don't even look at it as competition and don't want it to be competition. You know what I'm saying? I know niggas don't even like when they have events on the same day, because people want to maximize the experience they get from both cars. People don't feel like they want to have to make a decision or switch to choose sides on who they should watch or support and stuff like that. Like, niggas have really did well for themselves, but URL has been done this shit for so long. Like, niggas, I don't care how hot you are at the time. You cannot compare to what the fuck URL has been doing. King of the Dot has been out here forever. with a lot of different stuff, merchandise, and they got a lot of shit that people don't know, but they still not, on URL's level, and it's okay. They got their own shit, and I think that RBE just need to continue that, but they gotta leave this shit alone, yo, because this might come back to fucking haunt niggas. Maybe I should be drug tested. I don't know, like. I just think he should just go ahead and just leave this thing alone. But, I know the fans going to be talking about it. So what? Let them keep talking. You just keep working and, I feel like if the URL drop the ball and do some crazy stuff where as though they are hating on RBE and the public get to it, they going to hear about it. You know what I'm saying? But if it's right now, if it's behind the scenes, just keep it pushing, like keep it working. It is what it is. Yo, y'all is bugging. Y'all some URL lovers in here too, man. I'm looking at the comments in the chat. Salute to y'all, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button before y'all go. I'm about to get up out of here. And I just wanted to touch base with this URL versus RBE shit. I was going to talk about Disaster and Emerson Kennedy. I'm going to talk about that probably tomorrow morning. I'll probably go live in the morning to talk about that, because Disaster is doing something I wanted to know from niggas. Should more of the West Coast battle rappers do? Is that what it's going to take to really get the West back as far as at the top, giving they own a chance? Like, I know he battled Cali Smooth and all that, but Emerson Kennedy is a different monster. So should we see more of that? Should we see Rum Nitty give more West Coast niggas shots? Should we see Daylight come back to give a, West Coast nigga shot? Should we see Danny Myers have been doing it? But, we're going to talk about that when I go live again. Y'all stay